ABC General Hospital Spoilers reveals that Sam and Dante are still trying to convince Maggie to return to Port Charles to take care of Esme, but Maggie always refuses. At first, the two of them could not know the reason. After that, Dante had to go back first to deal with Ryan, so he left Sam and Maggie to convince her. They needed a lot of information, so they wanted Esme to quickly regain her memory. Yet Dante has just informed Sam and Ryan is dead and Esme is his daughter. Only then did Sam learn that the reason Maggie did not return was because he knew this truth and was very afraid of Ryan. So Sam talked about Ryan dying for Maggie, and Maggie agreed to go back to Port Charles. Maggie will soon visit Esme when she returns. Will Esme recognize Maggie? How will Maggie react when she meets Maggie? Meanwhile, Esme and Maggie's meeting quickly ensues. Maggie was touched and hugged Esme after many years of not seeing her. Maggie's brief account of Esme's situation broke her heart. Esme and Maggie's emotional meeting made many viewers very emotional. Although Esme can't remember much, the feeling of familiarity and it still makes Esme shudder. Maggie has always considered Esme her own son. Now seeing Esme in prison and raising a child made her even more heartbreaking. Maggie, thinking back on the past now, began to regret that she did not forcefully prevent Esme's return to Port Charles. Let this happen now. With Maggie's care, Esme quickly regains her memory. Besides, Maggie can't stay in prison for long to take care of Esme forever. Maggie was very sad to see Ace living in this environment. Esme has yet to be judged on how many years in prison. So Maggie will suggest to Esme that she will take care of baby Ace instead of Esme. Maggie promises to hand over baby Ace after Esme is released from prison, but Esme would be very hesitant. Because Esme still has not regained her memory, it is still impossible to understand Maggie after only a few days of exposure like that. Maggie did not stay in Port Charles but brought Ace to London, which made Esme more worried. She was really afraid that she would not be able to see her child forever. If she agreed with Maggie, will Maggie use any means to convince Esme is here, or will Esme firmly refuse? However, Maggie understands Esme's feelings now, so she always tries to convince Esme, but Esme would still refuse Maggie's will, because before that Laura reached out to Esme and mentioned that she was the one who raised Ace to help Esme until she was released from prison. Esme still believes that Laura can raise her daughter well. Since Laura was in Port Charles anyway, she was Ace's marketer and grandmother. So there's no reason why Laura would treat Ace badly. Maggie understood and did not blame Esme. This is also a good decision. After all, they just wanted Ace to have a better life. So Maggie will soon return to London. But Maggie promised to visit Esme more often when she got the chance. When will Esme be able to regain her memory and get her child back?